Explained by the Billy Meier contacts, mysteries, myths, legends, conspiracy theories, historical inaccuracies, and more. Compiled by David Chance, revised October 18, 2023.
Spontaneous human combustion. Contact Report 236.
My knowledge is that the spontaneous combustion of the body concerns life processes, respectively, physiological and functional operations of the whole body, where the basic factors are the consciousness and the subconsciousness, the thoughts and feelings, the emotions, the nerves, the sensibility and sensitivity, and naturally also the psyche. Thus, it is an aggregate physiological condition through which a spontaneous combustion of the body is triggered, by what means the vibrations, energies, and forces of the aforementioned factors are developed, which also attract certain cosmic together with the fact that chemical reactions are caused in the body, through which gases develop, which spread throughout the whole body and into the individual cells. Depression, nerves, pain, suffering, delusions, sorrow, deep depression, and schizophrenic factors, along with many other factors, can fundamentally contribute to the process by giving rise to the aforementioned vibrations, forces, and energies, which will then lead to the spontaneous combustion of the body, in that the gases produced ignite yourself. As a rule, combustion occurs from the inside out, more rarely from the outside, whereby a heat of up to 1500 degrees or more is created. Thus, the spontaneous combustion energies, etc., are generated by the person himself, together with the fact that during this process, he also attracts cosmic energies to himself, by what means a spontaneous combustion becomes final. But this does not mean that in every case, a fatal self-combustion must take place, because depending on the psychological and consciousness-related condition of the person, also just external burns on the body and on the limbs can become visible, or even mild or severe blistering. In such cases, the self-combustion processes can be stopped if the thoughts and feelings are arranged correctly. But usually, professional and good psychological or psychiatric help is required for this. Concerning a released self-combustion of the aforesaid kind, it is the case, with certain exceptions, that the combustion heat only appears centrally, and thus, the burning in the body only appears and lasts for a very short time, as the body disintegrates into ashes. This means that in general, the nearer and further surroundings are not affected by the combustion, respectively by the heat, or are only affected very little. That's what I know. Now, I would just like to know, to what extent all of what I said is true.
Your explanation corresponds to our knowledge, which I could still scientifically explain more precisely, but I must refrain from this in order not to violate our directives, because the Earth humans must investigate and discover the exact insights themselves.
Contact Report 250.
Whereby the so-called supernatural, of course, does not exist in any way, because everything and everything is always naturally explainable and also naturally given. The supernatural exists only in the ignorance and the incomprehension of man, because he has no knowledge about all those things which he cannot understand and cannot explain himself. Truthfully, everything so-called supernatural is absolutely natural, and thus also classified according to the corresponding laws of spirit or matter, which are able to give an explanation for everything and everyone, whereby something supernatural becomes a fact of non-existence. Everything that can be grasped and perceived, everything that can be seen and heard, and everything that can be felt, recognized, experienced, etc., is always real and natural in every case, regardless of whether it takes place on a spiritual or material level, or on a medium level between spirit and matter, which is so often called the level of the supernatural or the supernatural by parapsychologists and esoterics who do not understand it.
A true word.